for you is, when you make another version of something you've already made, do you wear the version of it you already have made? Since I'm making a Nikko top today, I decided one had to wear their Nikko top to do it. Hello internet people, and welcome to Vlogtober day 3, where I'm challenging myself to sew for 1 hour every day and bringing you along for the journey. Today is the day that we are starting to sew the True Bias Nikko top here out of this gorgeous golden yellow mustardy rib knit, and it has some kind of black flakes in it, and I think that is just so perfect for fall. So I'm really excited to make this top. Let's see, it is just about 4 o'clock now. I've had sort of a slow start to the morning. I got up around 9, started editing today's Vlogtober, which is what I filmed yesterday, and I started falling asleep. So I don't know if that bodes well for my content. You'll have to let me know when you watch it if it bores you to sleep. So then I got back in bed and decided maybe I needed to sleep a little bit more. I couldn't fall asleep, so I finally got up at like 12:30, and anyways, things happened and I had lunch and had tea, and it's 4 o'clock now. So now it's time to sew for an hour. The first step of this Nikko top is to put clear elastic and sew the shoulder seams together. And one thing that I don't really like about this version that I made was the clear elastic is really like kind of itchy, and so I don't think I inserted it quite correctly. So I think I'm going to need to look that up and refresh my memory how to do that properly so that the shoulder seams don't itch as much. So anyways, without further ado, I'm not going to bore you with any more life stuff. You're here for the sewing, I'm here for the sewing. Let's get to sewing. I'm going to set a timer for an hour, and let's see how much of this top we can get done. So aside from the itchy elastic, the other thing I did incorrectly when I made this Nikko top last time was I sewed the entire thing with the wrong seam allowance. I used 5/8 of an inch seam allowance, and it's supposed to be 3/8. So I went ahead and I just made myself a note in the instructions so I would try to remember this time to use 3/8, not 5/8. So I looked on YouTube for a tutorial about inserting clear elastic into shoulder seams, and I just searched for the name of my serger, Brother 1034D clear elastic or something, and I found a tutorial using one of the feet that come with this machine. So I attempted it, and it's not quite right. The clear elastic is like fully encased in the serger stitches here, but then sort of like falls off towards the end. It's like a little bit wavy. I'm really tempted to rip it out and do it again, just because like what's the point of making things if the first step is like not great work? But that might be my perfectionism talking. It's been about 30 minutes so far, so we're 30 minutes down. But I don't know, I think this is like it's a little bit wavy here. So you know what, I think I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna rip them out and I'm gonna do it again. The other thing is I'm not quite sure, because the instructions say to make sure that the elastic is along the stitching line, not the raw edge. And so like, for example, I feel like the elastic is centered on the stitching line on this side, but in this side it's fully encased. And so that would technically be on the raw edge, and this side would technically be on the stitching line. And so I'm not sure how it's actually supposed to be. Is it supposed to be fully encased in the serger stitches, or is it supposed to be like poking out like this? This is kind of what the one I'm wearing is like, and this I feel like is what's causing a lot of the itchiness. So I think I'm going to do a little bit more Googling and try it again. My trusty friend. Okay, this one, the elastic is fully encased, and that looks pretty good. The other one, it's kind of veering off again here on this side, but I'm not going to redo it again. Hopefully I didn't mess up the shoulder seams by redoing it, just because, you know, the first time you do it, you cut off like 1/8 of an inch, and then the second time I kind of had to account for the fact that I already cut some off. So Hopefully I didn't mess up the shoulder seams. I think this is good enough, but I could definitely use a little bit more practice. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, so my hour is up. I've completed the first and second steps. I have my shoulder seams completed here, and I have the neckband sewn. I'm ready to go. Doesn't really feel like I accomplished that much in this last hour. I'm sure some people can like sew this entire thing in an hour, but you all know, if you've been watching for a while, I'm a very slow sewer and I had to redo the shoulder seams. But that's okay, nobody ever said that sewing was a fast process. So yeah, we're gonna continue on tomorrow. For now, I am very tempted actually to just keep going, but my house is an absolute disaster. And if I'm ever gonna film anything else for Vlogtober, I'm gonna need to clean it up because there's so much clutter everywhere. Like there's so much clutter. I need to do laundry. I have nothing to wear. So I'm gonna spend the evening cleaning. And if I don't talk to you again, thank you so much for joining me on this Vlogtober day 3. And hopefully I will see you for Vlogtober day 4. Thanks so much for watching. Here is your sneak peek of the clutter from up here in the loft. So yeah, I'm gonna go work on that now and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.